If you're a coach, health professional, or PT who is yearning to be so much more than you are, to be more than a PT, then I have an opportunity for you that is unlike any other that you have seen. An all-in-one mentorship and academy that ticks all of the boxes of your development, not only within skill set, with functional health and psychology, but within learning how to grow a profitable business that doesn't overwhelm you and learning a systemized blueprint that has worked for many others before you. Also, while being able to step in as a confident authority and developing the necessary character traits as a person that is congruent, all while having a community like no other. A real community where you actually feel like the coaches and health professionals around you are just as ambitious as you, if not more, creating bonds many of you are lacking, making you feel alone and lonely and like there's not many people to relate to around you. The following video that I'm explaining here is going to communicate to you the opportunity of Trinity and how you may choose to apply for it if it resonates and aligns with you. So where Trinity separates itself from every single other mentorship experience is that it doesn't just do one thing or two things or three things. It does everything that I thought was missing as a coach, health professional, business owner from when I was coming up. You're going to be comparing Trinity to many other mentorship experiences that you're considering, and you should, but you should know the differences between Trinity and many, if not all, of the others. Trinity is unrivaled because it has everything in one. It is not just business, it is not just skill set, it is not just coaching, it is not just retreats, it is all of it together. There is no other program, mentorship or academy that you can find in Australia and probably the world that offers all of that together.
The best things about Trinity is how rounded and adaptive and over-delivering it is.
What attracted me to it was that it encompassed all of the aspects, the business, the health, and the knowledge.
There's no business mentors that also help you through breakups and people passing away and all those things as well.
One of my intentions of how I want to present Trinity to you is to not try and sell you Trinity, but to rather demonstrate and show you Trinity and to see if it's something that aligns with you, to see if you want to apply and to see if you qualify to be accepted in. It's not fake scarcity. It's not some sales tactic. Trinity is application only because there's one intake per year. I very carefully select which people, PTs, coaches, and health professionals should be allowed into the program and the experience, because what has happened and what is with Trinity, it's like a family. And if you watch the videos around our retreats, if you watch the stories with my former students, you can see that what they're explaining to you is very unlike anything else because of the bonding, the connection, the dedication. It's a very special, unique thing that is hard to explain in words, can really only be felt. That's one of the many reasons it's application only. Another reason is I give everything. I give everything to you. Trinity is one of my greatest gifts that I could give, and I'm explaining this to you to share a piece of authenticity, I'm going completely off script here, breaking the fourth wall and just trying to speak to you watching. Trinity is basically my life's work. After 10 years of being in this industry, running and selling businesses from Melbourne, now living in my dream city of New York City, which is right behind me, I've realized that Trinity is the greatest thing that I can give back and is helping solve a problem that was really important for me to solve. Now I'm going to briefly explain the 4 pillars of Trinity, because a lot of people don't know what it is. You have to understand, you need these 4 pillars, otherwise you're going to look like everybody else. If you want to get what everyone else has, be like everybody else. But now there's so many coaches and health professionals and PTs who all have like copy-paste skill sets of one another.
Stop doing this.
3 common mistakes
of performing Romanian deadlifts.
What's your competitive advantage? What's your unique selling proposition? Who are you beyond just such a basic primitive skill set of what you have? You need much more to not only be more fulfilled and have more purpose in life, but to be more useful to your clients and patients, to know that they are suffering in a myriad of ways and you limit yourself and them significantly, your ability to make money, ability to make impact by not having a holistic functional skill set in holistic health and psychology. And that is the first pillar. It summarizes university level education distilled down to principles in a very comprehensive LMS and academy where you have a whole bunch of content that you go through, pre-recorded and live as we go through weekly calls, one-on-ones with me, where you get the foundational knowledge in all areas of holistic functional health and psychology.
If you're not in Trinity, I don't think you would have experienced it. Unless you've done like some massive course that does breath work and blood work and nutrition and fucking women's health and retreats, I don't think you would have experienced it.
How much difference can you really make in your 1 hour PT session a week?
Yeah.
Like, this is how you make a difference.
Number 2 is business. A lot of people do business mentorships. A lot of the solutions are out there for you. Alex Hormozy, James Smith, you don't actually need more information. It's all out there. Trinity has all that information. That's not where it separates itself. What you are lacking is the accountability and the specific one-on-one problem solving for your specific case to hold you accountable and breaking down what you specifically need with your business, with your life, in your direction, and what market you choose, and how you choose to show up, and what type of content you create, and all these different obstacles you're going to encounter. You don't need the information. You actually need the accountability from someone who's done it, from someone who will be patient with you, empathetic with you, but firm with you, and disciplined with you, and hold you to a high standard. You are missing that high standard because you're trying to do it all yourself, which to a degree is arrogant. And arrogance is a killer. Nobody you truly admire and look up to has done it alone. Everybody has had a mentor. Your favorite athletes, actors, authors, whoever you look up to, people in your life, they had people to support them. And that's the difference between all these business mentorships that you can pay for and Trinity, is that you get that accountability and support where I'm sitting with you and holding you accountable to a high standard and through the mud.
You have someone that will stop at nothing to make sure that you succeed. As long as you engage with everything and you put effort in, it will return tenfold.
Set up Barlow Coaching from scratch, 0 to then build up to over 20 clients. And then financially as well, I'm in a position where I can invest in a mentorship straight out of uni, 0 help from mum and dad. I can work at a premium semi-exclusive gym where rent is quite high. I can live out of home, pay rent, pay bills, everything myself in the first 12 months.
Number 3 is the congruency piece, the authority piece, where some of you feel like you're an imposter, like you're not walking the walk, you're not as healthy as you could be or should be. Your clients are looking up to you as a beacon of inspiration, but you're not all you could be. Maybe you say a lot of ums and ahs. Maybe you could really work on your communication. Maybe you lack awareness of yourself and who you want to be and the purpose you have in life. Maybe you're riddled with certain health issues, or you're just pretty weak and your body composition is as good as it could be, and you're not walking the walk in the way you should be. Where Trinity comes in and where my support and accountability comes in is that this is for people who are looking for a higher standard. They're looking to be held to a higher standard, and you will be held to a higher standard. A lot of coaches are walking around very incongruent. They talk, but they don't walk. And you cannot be in Trinity and thrive in Trinity without walking the walk. And so that's a standard I'm going to hold you to. You need to analyze within yourself whether it's really worth it to you and who you really want to be. Because if you want to be much more than you are, and you're looking to walk the walk, and you're looking to be a beacon of inspiration, be all you can be in self, developing your character, honesty, integrity, strong communication skills, confidence, all of this we develop together. And you're going to go through hard times in life. It's going to be relationships, it's going to be personal problems, it's going to be deaths. These things will come into your life. And where I come to support like no other is that I'm there for you during those times, because all of those things will impact your ability to show up in your business, develop your skill set, and help your clients. A lot of people miss that part and think it's just going to be the business and that's it, but wonder why they're on this up and down cycle, because you're not getting coached. You a coach, health professional, PT, but you don't have a coach? You don't have a great coach? Well, you need one. And if you don't, then you are living a lie. The last pillar of Trinity that almost no one is able to compete on is the community and connection aspect. And the reason is because we have retreats. Not only do we have weekly calls where you're building connection, that's cool. Some people have these weekly group calls, these one-on-ones. Where Trinity comes in, it's not just one retreat, it's not just 2, it's multiple retreats over the course of your experience in Trinity, which is at least 12 months. And in that time, more bonding is being created, deep connections are being created. A lot of you feel alone in the journey you're walking, which can be really challenging. Where Trinity helps solve that problem is that you no longer feel alone, because you're having constant support from ambitious, like-minded people, where it's a bunch of black sheeps together. If you feel like a black sheep in your environment, you come in this environment, you feel at home.
I genuinely feel like with everybody in there, I can just be myself fully.
I can always come back to a place where I feel like I belong.
No matter what goes on outside of this is always here. Like, I'll always belong.
Give me a family of people, like a tribe of people all going after the same thing.
One of the biggest reasons you're not as successful or impactful or who you want to be, where you want to be in life, is because you're not in the right environment. I got New York City behind me. I'm forced to succeed due to my environment, all the people and opportunities I've put myself around. You need your own New York City. You need your own cauldron of ambitious, dedicated, obsessive, curious people, killers, who want similar things that you want, but also are better in some areas than you. And so they raise you to a higher standard. And one of the reasons you're not where you want to be is because your environment is pretty average, it's pretty mediocre, but that's what Trinity helps solve. And so now you understand the 4 pillars of Trinity. If after hearing this opportunity, you feel it aligns with you, to see if you qualify to apply for Trinity, all you need to do is fill in the form below that takes a few minutes.